During the 60s and 70s, I really can't think of two actors more prolific than Michael Landon and Lorne Greene. Both of them routinely appeared on my television screen, on TV shows, and in commercials. I originally came to know these two actors because of Bonanza, which ran for 14 seasons on NBC. Lorne played Ben Cartwright, the patriarch of the Cartwright clan, and Michael played his son, who he affectionately called Little Joe. Each week, along with other sons, Adam and Hoss, the Cartwrights would have some amazing adventures and tackle some pretty hefty social issues every once in a while on their ranch, which was over 1,000 square miles, called the Ponderosa, located on the eastern shore of Lake Tahoe, Nevada. After Bonanza ended its run, Michael Landon turned right around and delivered another huge hit to NBC in the form of Little House on the Prairie, a TV series based on the classic book by Laura Ingalls Wilder. Over the course of the show's 9-season run, you would have thought that Lorne would have made at least one guest appearance on the show. But oddly enough, he did not. I say oddly because these two actors really were like father and son. Both Lorne and Michael had grown tremendously close while making Bonanza, and their interactions didn't end when the show finally did. That said, Lorne never found his way to Walnut Grove. So why is that? Well, here are 3 reasons why I believe Lorne Greene didn't appear on Little House on the Prairie. Reason number 1, the man was incredibly busy. Lorne starred in multiple TV series during the 70s and 80s, including one of my all-time favorites, Battlestar Galactica. Yep, good old Lorne was an actor in high demand, and it didn't just end with the shows that he starred in. He also hosted holiday events like the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, as well as made guest appearances on other TV shows, and if that wasn't enough, you could also find him in a feature film or two. And if I did not mention Lorne's legendary Alpo commercials, well, I'd be doing the man a disservice, because he was an incredibly good pitchman for that product. So you get it right. He was busy. Reason number 2. I have to believe that both Lorne and Michael thought that it might be just a bit confusing for some members of the TV audience if he were to show up on Little House on the Prairie. Was Ben Cartwright part of the Little House saga? Of course he wasn't. But if you have Lorne Greene riding on into Walnut Grove on a horse, you know what? Some people are going to think that Bonanza and Little House on the Prairie, they were part of the same world. End of the day, Lorne's character on Bonanza was just too iconic to be paired with another cast member from Bonanza on any Western-themed TV show. My third and final reason is that I believe that it was simply too soon. Lorne had worked with Michael for 14 years, and I've got to think that a bit of a break was a totally appropriate thing for the two of them to take. End of the day, we all need a little time away. And while these two were apart, they both did some pretty darn incredible things on their own. And eventually, they found their way back to each other. These two great actors were reunited on an episode of Landon's next television series, Highway to Heaven. Truthfully, this photo doesn't do their reunion justice. Here, let me fix that. There, that's better. Highway to Heaven was almost as much fun as Little House on the Prairie, and it was great to see these two actors and friends working together again. Now, if you thought that just because Lorne didn't make an appearance on Little House on the Prairie, he didn't get a chance to work with Melissa Gilbert, well, you'd be wrong. Check this out.
Tommy, Fluffy gets Alpo.
But this is new and improved.
Oh, Tommy, even a new improved dog food can't beat Alpo beef chunks dinner.
How come?
Well, Alpo has meat byproducts and beef.
Dogs love it.
And all the nutrition dogs need. And no matter how hard people try, they just can't beat the taste of beef or the nutrition in Alpo.
See?
See?
I see.
See, senor. There's no better dog food in the world.
Alright, now it's your turn. Please share your memories in the comments section, and while you're at it, I'd love a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I would be honored if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.